Hello again, my fellow realtors. In this video today, I'd like to introduce you to a new sales process, a way to present yourself to luxury home sellers or to give a presentation to luxury home sellers. And bottom line is that you have to be new, unique, and novel. The old features, benefit, rapport building, oh, I see you play golf, so do I, is old, old-fashioned, boring. It will not keep the attention of a luxury home seller. So a few years back, I learned a process from my good friend Oren Claff, the author of Pitch Anything. Oren's a venture capitalist. He's closed over $700 million worth of deals, and every one of those is with a high net worth client. I'd like to pass this on to you today. It's been very, very successful for me, and I wouldn't present or wouldn't even think about presenting any other way. If we put a name on this, we'll call it frame control. And what it does is keeps the attention and the intrigue of a luxury home seller. And there are 6 steps to frame control. Step number 1 is to set the frame. Step number 2 is why you, why now. Step number 3 would be to introduce the big idea. Step number 4 would be to explain the numbers and the secret sauce. Step number 5, offer the deal. And step number 6 is frame stacking and hot cognitions. I'll go through all of these in short detail. It has to be short detail. If not, this video would go on for an hour and a half. So let's start with step number 1, set the frame. You do this by immediately telling them that this presentation will only take about 20 minutes. This allows a luxury home seller to breathe, and it allows them to drop their guard. You then will set status. What I mean by setting status is you introduce your background strongly in 1 or 2 sentences. In my case, or what I've done in the past or would do now, is say something short like I've sold over $100 million worth of residential real estate. And let me tell you a little bit about me. You could start out with, I've sold over $100 million worth of residential real estate, and I understand Google and the internet better than everybody else. Boom, done, over with. On to step number 2. Step number 2 is why you, why now? And you explain that by talking about the economy, socially what's going on, and technology. And I'll get into these in very short detail. Economically, what's going in the buyer's market? Is it a buyer's market, a seller's market? What's going on? Socially, what's the consumer acting like? They on the internet all the time? What's their attention span like? Is it only like 5 seconds? So on and so forth. And technology. What's going on in technology? How does that relate to the real estate market? Once you've done this, you now want to introduce the big idea. And so because of step number 2, what's going on in the economy, because of what the consumer's acting like, so on and so forth, you now are going to introduce your big idea, and you're going to say, I do this. And when you say that, this has to be outstanding. It has to be new, novel, something they haven't heard before. That's how you keep their attention. You would then go into step number 4, where you explain the secret sauce or explain the numbers in the secret sauce. And I would do it in the fashion I just spoke. I would explain the secret sauce first, actually. And that is just a little more detail about what you just said. So if you said, I'm the Google King, then you now have to go into slight detail about that and say something like, oh, I've got a programmer guy, a little guy in a back room of my office, and he's in there 24/7 doing SEO, something of that nature. Then go into the numbers, and that's the CMA. You've done that, I'm sure, many times before, and come to some sort of agreement on the price. Once you've come to some sort of agreement on the price, you now offer the deal. And what that means is that you would take out your marketing plan, hopefully it's only a page, and you would tell them exactly what, when, and how you're going to deliver what you spoke about before, what you're going to deliver. In the first 30 days, I am going to do this, X, Y, and Z. Once you've done that, now you want to go in what you would probably in the past call closing. I'm going to call it frame stacking and hot cognitions. And there are 4 ways to frame stack. One is a prize frame. There's a time frame, there's an intrigue frame, and there's a moral authority frame. And I can't go into all of them in detail right now, but I'll go into the prize frame real quickly because that was the most successful for me. I think it's the most powerful, the best for you. The prize frame is like this. You now have gone through your presentation, so you say something of this nature. Now that I've shown you that I'm the Google King, that my marketing plan is phenomenal, etc., blah, 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 tell me what it looks like to work with you. And then you're going to explain, give them an example. What I mean by that is luxury home buyers in general are super busy people. They may call me in the morning and want to see your luxury home in the afternoon. How do you feel about that? Now that puts the onus now on the luxury home seller to now sell themselves to you. Oh, I'm a great communicator. Oh, Hugh, I do this, blah, blah, blah. And so that's exactly what you want to do. That's how you want to close. You want to put the onus on them to start selling you. If you would like this all explained in further detail, and luxury home sales piques your interest at all, there's a few ways to connect with me, and I'll leave that at the end and hopefully also below the video. I'll leave my contact info. You're welcome to talk to me on the phone. I will give you an hour of my time, free of charge, and you can see if this fits, if the luxury home market fits what fits you, or if you want to add this to your existing business. If you can't wait, and you want to get out there and you want to sell luxury homes right away, I do offer a luxury home training program. And again, I'll leave these links at the end and below the video. And I will either talk to you soon or I'll see you on the next video.